What you guys, got another quick video here for you UK members that are on Virgin Media. Apparently Virgin Media data breach was real. It's been going on since April 2019. Information from 900,000 people was accessible via a Virgin Media database. So basically Virgin Media have made this statement to say this is the help and advice that they're offering for Virgin Media customers. Now, I'm a Virgin Media customer and I don't think it has affected me, but if you think it has affected you, then continue to watch this video. I'll leave the link for this article in the video description. This is from Virgin Media itself. I wanted to get this out to my UK audience that may be with Virgin Media and want to check, okay? So you can see here, basically what's happened is the database was used to manage information about their existing and potential customers in relation to some of their marketing activities. This included contact details such as name, home and email addresses and phone numbers, technical and product information including any requests you may have made to using the forms on their website. In a very small number of cases it included date of birth. Please note that this is all of the types of information in the database. So but not all the information may have been related to every customer. So those that have been affected by this particular breach will be contacted from an email address here, as they stated. So check your spam folders and check your Virgin Media inbox for this sort of email. If you have got one of these, then obviously you can respond to it. To reassure you, it says the database did not include any passwords or financial details such as bank details and numbers or credit card information. So don't worry about that. Apparently that wasn't included in any of the information that was breached. So how will you know if you have been affected? Well, what you need to do is check your inbox, because Virgin Media said they will be contacting you via email and they're currently contacting those affected to inform them what's happened. So if you've got an email from them, then you can check that out. Was this a cyber attack? No, this was not a cyber attack. And also, has Virgin Media been hacked? No, our database has not been hacked. Basically what it was, I think it was a wrongly configured database which obviously give people access to it, which was not good, because obviously that then breached people's names, addresses, telephone numbers and stuff like that. And I think on occasion some date of births may have been given out. So here we can see I'm concerned that people might try to email or phone me to steal my personal information. What can I do? Now, there's three things you want to watch out for. If you are receiving cold calls from a so-called Virgin Media person and they ask you for sensitive information like your username, your password or bank details or anything like that, then hang the phone up. Do not give them that information. It won't be Virgin Media. It will be a scam call that's trying to scam you out of your money. Again, if you get an email from them, so-called Virgin Media, and they're asking you for banking details, passwords, username, accounts and stuff like that, then it won't be Virgin Media. They never ever do that. And again, don't click on any links inside those emails just in case it's a scam or phishing email that's trying to get any sort of information out of you so they can then scam you and rip you off. So this is basically all you need to do with these types of things. There is a couple of little links they've put in there for about phishing and also about spam and scam emails and scam phone calls. Just be very, very careful and don't ever call them back, and just put the phone down and call Virgin Media immediately to report that incident to them. Now, I've been saying this for many years. Companies never ask you for personal information like passwords or username, account names and all this sort of special passwords that you have. So if you are talking to anyone on the phone and they say they are from Virgin Media or anyone like that, say BT, banks or anything like that, they will never ever ask you for your username, password, secret password and all this sort of good stuff. They won't ask for that, okay? Now what they may do is ask you for certain characters of your password, and you will then have to read those characters out to get access to it. This is when you've called Virgin Media themselves. They never ask you this when they call you, okay? So when you call them, they will ask you sometimes for so many digits of your password. and the other person on the other side is just trying to verify that you are the right person that they are talking to. Okay, now there is some links here which basically says that you can get safe online. You can click on this one here. When you click on this link, it takes you to this web page here, and it basically gives you a load of information about spam and scam emails and things like that, okay, and what to do and what not to do. Never click on any sort of links inside emails. Never respond to emails when you think it's suspicious or anything like that. Always call them directly and find out whether it's them that's contacted you. Okay, so normally when you get an email, you've seen me do videos on these email scammers and phishing sites. You know what they do is they generally try to fish information out of you and also get you to click on stuff like dodgy links inside there, and when you click on those it can steal your information. So I'll leave the links here for you to read on this inside the video description. Okay, so moving on to I'm worried about my data that might have been included in the incident. Could someone steal my personal information and use it without my permission? Basically, that is not possible, as they're saying here. To clarify, no financial details or passwords or any of that stuff was included in the database that was breached, so they haven't got any of that information, so they won't be able to do any sort of damage to you with the information that they've got. There's no credit card information, so no major fraud can be carried out against you by the information that they've got. Okay, there is also contact action fraud. If you think that a fraud has been committed against you, there's a link here which you can click on if you feel that there is some sort of fraudulent action that's been taken against you by this sort of thing, so you can click on that and deal with that. Also, what is Virgin Media doing about it to tackle this issue? It just says that the incident did not occur due to a hack, but as a result the date of the database being incorrectly configured, so it give people access to it. But again, there was no sort of information there like credit card details, passwords or anything like that, so there's nothing to be too worried about. But again, obviously it is a little bit of a letdown. Also, it does state that they're taking the responsibility to protect your personal information very seriously. They know what's happened, and basically what they're doing is doing a full independent investigation into what had happened, and that's going to take a bit of time. But rest assured, there was probably no passwords or any usernames or bank details inside that information. Were any passwords stored in the database? I've already answered that. No passwords were stored inside of that database, so you have nothing to worry about. If you do want to change your password, they have got a link here on how to create a super strong password. If you feel like you need to change your password because you feel a bit insecure, then you can obviously go there and change your password, but there is no password stored in there, so they haven't got that sort of information. Same thing with the financial details stored in the database. There was nothing like that inside there, so no bank account numbers, no credit card information, none of that sort of juicy stuff, so you're pretty safe there. You haven't got much to worry about on that front. Anyway, that was the Virgin Media data breach, and of course, if you are concerned, some of the information that was leaked there was your name, your home address, and also email addresses and phone numbers. It's still not very nice to know that that information is out there, but again, thankfully it wasn't passwords or banking details or accounts or anything like that. It is just basically your name and address and stuff like that, and email addresses and phone numbers. It's still not very nice to have that done to them. That's 900,000 people that's affected. It's a pretty bad security breach in my personal opinion, but hey, you know, hopefully I'm not one of them, and we can move on with that one. I just wanted to share that with you. Anyway, my name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Stay informed out there, guys, and stay protected, and I shall see you again for another video real soon. Bye for now. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the red subscribe button and hit the bell notification button and click all to be notified when we upload new videos.